going on YouTube? A lovely Sunday today. Today I'm gonna do a video on a DIY surface skimmer. Surface skimmers, if anybody knows, everybody knows, it pulls in the debris, filters it out, and spews it back into the tank. It really helps in keeping the clarity of the tank and the top surface, so you get more better lighting, and it takes away all those grimy slime and debris that you don't want to, it kills the look of your tank. So I see a lot of videos out there, and pretty much you use your power head. I use the same thing as myself. I use my power head prior to use it to make a surface skimmer, which was very successful. But I was like, you know what, I want to get a good pull of like filtration, going through the skimmer itself. So going through all parts, I had multiple tanks prior, and going through parts in my little closet, I found an old filter. When I first had my 10-gallon, I had a little small added filter I used, and I took it apart. And when I took it apart, the only thing remaining was this, and pretty much, so I could take this part with my iPhone. This and the motor, so that's pretty much the filter itself. So it's very compact and small. So it kind of gave me the idea to pretty much create a surface skimmer out of the old filter I had for the 10-gallon tank. So taking it apart, I had this one part here I used for a hydro circulation connector, and I connected to the end point here, and it kind of gave me the point. This is what I used to use for my old power head to pull in for the power head for the surface skimmer I used from prior. So I end up going back, got the parts. I have these from the old suction 10-gallon tank, the pipes that go with it. This here pretty much is, if anybody has a canister filter, some of them come with a surface skimmer look like this. So I end up taking this out and capping the canister filter part where this surface skimmer goes, because it wasn't even doing much good of a job anyway. So I took this, and what I'm actually going to do is connect it to this, and pretty much it's going to look like, I can show you here, when it goes in, it's going to be like that. And when it goes, it'll float up based on the water surface, and then it'll skim basically. So let me put everything together. I'm actually going to I got some sponges here. I'm going to put one sponge at the top, then I'm going to put some Biomax media here, some of the Biomax in between, and then put another sponge at the bottom, so you get nice filtration, and so it kind of stops the heavy debris down to the water biometer, so you get the chemistry going, and then another filtration that goes back out and then back into the tank. So let me put everything together, and then you'll see how it looks when we put it in the tank.